So, since you have already chosen your topic and your theme for your enduring understandings, the next step is to make a plan that connects the student's prior understanding and the terms that you are going to be using in the course. This is very important because it helps the students connect what they already know to new learning understandings. Many students don't remember words and concepts that are given in the first unit, but with this enduring understanding, they'll be able to understand what that looks like. We're going to take a look at this high school social studies classroom and see how they use Unit 1 in enduring understanding to connect their themes. Okay, so who here plans on going to college? Okay, so why is it that you guys want to go to college? Student speaking. Because I think I'll be more successful if I have a college degree. Alright, so do you think you'll make more money? Yeah. Okay, so would that mean you get a better job? Yep. So would it be good for you in the long run, right? Yes. Okay, so what is it that the government has already done to help those who want to go to college? They give us scholarships and money for doing a good job. Maybe our grades, our GPA. Okay, so what kind of scholarships are you talking about? Well, I know one of the topics could be the Hope Scholarship, and that's for kids in Georgia who have, who've experienced, who maintain a grade point average and experienced a good high school situation. Okay, great. And they help pay for you to go to college, right? Yep, absolutely. So why would the government want that? Why would the government want to pay for college? So that we can have a better understanding of what the culture is, and when you graduate, you can be ready for your specific workforce. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. So the government wants you to do well in school, obviously, and if they're giving you money for it, why do you think that it's important for you guys to do well in school? Because the government obviously doesn't want to waste their money. Right, absolutely. So what's the belief behind the government's reasoning for giving you guys money? They believe that if we spend money on these kids' education, then they will be more successful and will be able to pursue what they want to do in their life in the long run, right? Yeah, I mean, if the government continues to spend money on us, then they'll spend money on the kids who really want to learn, who want to be there, as opposed to other students who really don't care that much and don't really want to be there. So that's definitely a benefit as to why people give scholarships and why the government gives us scholarships as well. Well, good, very good. So what is it that we take from this? What is it that we see? We see that you go to college because you want to better your education, and you'll make more money in the future. Do you think that this the government giving away money is an important thing. And do you think that's a big economic decision? Um, yes, absolutely. I agree as well. Um, okay, so have any of you ever done any volunteer work? Yeah, I did some volunteer work with a group with elementary school kids. Okay, what is it that you guys did? We just volunteered um, with students who are elementary age, and we worked with them, teaching them just some school stuff and helping them with different things. Okay, and so how long did you do that? About 20 hours. We had to do about 20 hours. And so you could have done something different with that, right? Yeah. I could have just spent it on other things. But you believed in that organization and you wanted to do something to help it out, right? Yeah, I thought that it was really important that I was there and helped them um, just learn. And um, so they don't struggle as much as what they were struggling with. Yeah, and absolutely, it helps them continue on in their education as well. So why did you? So what you're doing is you made a decision based on a belief. You thought that these kids need help and they need work, and so you decided to give your time to that. Has anyone else been influenced by some sort of peer pressure or someone telling them not to do something? Yeah, I was going to buy this shirt at a specific store, and then my mom told me not to buy it at that store, so I decided not to get it there. And then I ended up finding it at another store for a lot cheaper. See, that's awesome. So you took some advice from your mom, even though it would have been a bad mistake for you to get that shirt. But you took that advice, and why do you think you took that advice? Well, she kind of just made me do it. Right, and so sometimes with the government, we have to, there has to be a specific amount of force that's given, and you just kind of have to suck it up and do it. Because sometimes people know better from other experiences that they had. Like your mom, she had a better experience with the shopping, and so she knew that you were going to you were going to find the same shirt at a different price, at a different place even. Has anybody here ever had to change anything, something at school? Maybe like a prom ticket or a pep rally or something? Okay, yeah. Yeah, actually I tried to change my schedule one time, but because I didn't really enjoy the class that I was in, but they made me get a schedule rechange form and set up a meeting. But it took a really long time to set up that meeting, so I decided just to have my mom come in and talk to them because they weren't really listening to me. Okay, so why do you think your mom had to get involved in that situation? Well, because my mom was an adult and I'm just a kid, and I felt like it needed to be done pretty quickly, and so I knew if my mom got involved, things would be done a lot quicker. Okay, that's great. So you said your mom had to get involved, and so why do you think that the counselors listened to your mom rather than you? Well, because she's an adult, and adults usually listen to other adults because of that. Okay, so there are a lot of decisions going on here. You decided to change your schedule. You decided to get your mom involved. You decided you didn't want to be in the class anymore. So you also decided that you didn't think you would understand or enjoy the material. So what actually happened here? This is perfect because we talk about government, okay? And we learn about different government groups. And we learn about beliefs and ideas as well as decisions that were made. So sometimes we see the way that we believe that we want something to happen and we need something to happen, so then we take action on that. It's the same with you deciding to go get your mom involved. You knew that they would listen to her more and that something would be done. So you have this belief that something needed to be changed. And so sometimes we'll talk about that with the government as well, and the way that governments learn from other places and other things. So in your books you'll find 5 different themes on what we've talked about earlier today, and the 5 connecting themes that there are. And there's clearly things that I want you to understand in that, and it's called enduring understanding. Enduring means continuous, and then understanding is what I want you to understand. So let's go ahead and write these things down of what I want you to understand, and then the beliefs and ideas of the society and the way that they influence the social and economical government of that society. And so we're going to keep coming back through this throughout the rest of the semester. And so make sure that we are aware of what these things are and what this understanding is. So here, Mr. Cannon was connecting themes that the children already knew to content in his teaching, and in the way that the teacher brought in personal examples to the examples relative to the school. Many times we are encouraged to avoid the way traditional vocab, and use something like this for the conceptual teaching for their understanding.